Cathie Wood, BNGO, Mark in, the legend, the million shareholder. He owns 1 million shares in BNGO. He's absolutely amazing. So he made a video about this. I've been in talks with Marks. I have no insight. I've talked to him. He's told me kind of what's going on. There's no inside information in this. There's a couple very interesting things though. I don't have quotes. I'm just gonna say what I remember from Mark telling me and my perspective, and what I think. And I will paraphrase our CEO. He didn't give any inside information, but he did respond to Mark. And I will say what our CEO said in response to what Cathie said about BNGO and if Mark should sell, which is what he asked her. And what we need to do as a community, as the BNGO, kind of, this channel is kind of seen as like the BNGO channel, or one of them, not the one, definitely one of them though, right? I mean, I think so at least. We only make BNGO videos, and today, let's just give you a sum up. Let's just be succinct here. So essentially, to my understanding, to my memory, basically what Mark told me. Okay, what we're doing is, basically what happened was Cathie Wood was talking at this event. Mark was there. Mark basically yada yada. Okay, Mark after the event talks to Cathie Wood. He asks her, should I sell my BNGO shares? I own 1 million shares. What should I do? And Cathie basically said timidly. She basically said, my analyst doesn't really like BNGO, but I'm also open to re-looking at something, and I'm always wanting to see if I missed something, and if there's something we missed, I'm open to it, something like that. I don't have quotes for you. Again, don't put words in my mouth. Don't take me out of context. Don't hear what I'm not saying. There's no inside information here. Let's fast forward a little bit, okay? And I'm going to give Cathie Wood, I hope Cathie and Simon Barnett, our friend Simon Barnett, our friend Cathie Wood, I hope they watch the video, and I hope they watch the part that I'm gonna give them the due diligence. And my kind of, I don't know how long the rant will be, but I'll give you a rant on why BNGO is going to succeed and why it's going to eventually do just as good and be at a market cap of 6 billion, 10 billion, and maybe even higher than that. Fast forward a little bit. Mark basically asked our CEO Eric Holohan, which, by the way, there is news that Eric Holohan just tweeted about. Which that reminds me. Let's actually go look at that real quick. But basically, Eric responded to Mark asking him about what kind of happened with him and Cathie, and he basically said he's not giving it. There's no inside information, nothing close to that. But Eric did say, hey, Bionano is we are the future, kind of. He didn't say, yeah, the stock's gonna go up. Okay, not that at all. He basically is saying things that are confident. He's the CEO, of course. Sure, he's biased. Sure, he's just saying it to, whatever you want to. You can speculate on this all you want, but he basically said, yeah, well, Simon Barnett and all those people saying PacBio is the future, and they have long-read sequencing that's going to take Sapphire's 500 base pair and greater niche. I call it niche. I think niche sounds better. Anyways, that's another debate. He basically said, yeah, that's bullshit. What Simon Barnett says is not right, not correct in my opinion. Bionano does have it has a clear path and a clear future. And of course, at the CEO, take it for what it is. But hey, CEO, our Eric is a character, man. He's a stark and staunch guy, and he believes in what he believes, and he's gonna fight for it. And he gave us kind of what he thought on that, and that's just a text he sent to Mark. Okay. All right, now back to my spiel about what Cathie Wood and Simon Barnett need to hear. This is what you guys need to tell everybody. This is what the BNGO community needs to do in order to get Cathie Wood to re-look at BNGO as an investment potentially, right? And remember, BNGO doesn't need ARK to invest by any means. No, it just means, if they don't, it just means more shares for the people who are actually paying it. Maybe looking closer into things. Maybe. All right. Okay, so let's remember not to be mean, let's remember to be innocuous, be nice, and we want these guys on our side. We don't want to we don't want to be against them, all right? Cathie Wood and Simon Barnett, they're just trying to make money in the stock market like we are, all right? So with the BNGO, why we're invested in BNGO? Well, one thing you need to know is that the Sapphire product that they have, their main thing, greater than 500 base pair detection, is best in the world at what it does. That's factual. It's cost effective. Just look up on. Okay, I'm just gonna look up right now. BNGO Sapphire cost effective Sapphire. All right, let's just see what comes up here. All right, okay, first one. Just go to the cost effective, and here you go. Sapphire appears to be more cost effective. The platform's estimated cost $500 per genome, far below the hi-fi, which is PacBio's, and sequencing when sequencing his stuff is put into action. Okay, so it's cost effective according to this article, right? And you can just, and also, by the way, our $500 per genome, Cathie, this is a great thing for you to research. Just ask the CEO, right? You don't have to go do the digging or sign Barnett. Don't listen. You guys can get in contact with these guys' investor relations or their management or Eric Holmlin himself. Or the CFO or Al Kachabi, our CMO, anyone. Okay, don't do the digging like all the retail investors here at the bottom of the chain have to do, right? And I'm not complaining in any way. I'm very thankful for everything I have. What we are living in today is an amazing fucking time. Anyways, that's besides the point. This is going down to $100 per genome in 2023. Okay, so to put that in perspective, we're already way below the $10,000 to $20,000 per genome with these guys. We're going from $500 to $100 in less than a couple years. That's huge for the cost-effective argument. Simon Barnett and I once debated, and several times debated, like dozens of tweets maybe, at least 10 back and forth tweets. We were talking about which one's better. Why do you not like BNGO? Simon, what are you doing? He tried to give me some sort of cost of goods sold argument that PacBio is more efficient, and it's just not true. It's just not true. In the aggregate, overall, Sapphire is just more cost effective. And let's just go back here. Okay, you have several articles. Not that. Let's try again. There you go. You just go to their present. Okay, more cost effective to operate. That's quarter three. That's quarter three right there, man. And if you just go to the presentations, let me show you some presentations here. This is what you should really do. And you can access this due diligence document here through my own, and right here, this presentation right here. Or no, not this one, sorry. This one right here. You can access this document from the description in my channel pretty damn easily. And this shows you why and how we're cost effective. It's from the company itself. Okay, so it's pretty much it's reliable information, and this is proven by peer reviews and third parties, left and right. Okay, I guess second parties because there whatever. Okay, it's proven by people that are not Bionano, and so cost effective. Bionano is cost effective, and it's the best in the world at greater than 500 base pair detection. No one can dispute those things. Those are facts. Okay, FragX, Southern Blot, Fish, CMA, karyotyping, sequencing, long read, right? Attempted long read, more like that's what they should label it. LRS, you always see ALRS, that's what it should be, right? The PacBio Hi-Fi, these things don't get it done. 500 base pairs up to mega base pairs. Bionano Sapphire is the only thing you can use for structure variations. And also, let's go over here. Okay, we have a couple days ago, we have major updates to our platform, our data solutions thing here. And what it does is we have 2 more classes of variations that we can now detect, which is absolutely huge. That no one cares. Obviously, the stock price doesn't care about this, okay? But they are usually considered sequence rather than structure variants, which is what optogenome mapping usually does. Okay, this is huge. This allows the Sapphire to be used in way more stuff than it used to be. Okay. And then also you have the ability to detect UPDs and all of this other stuff that I don't have. Okay, I'm not a scientist. I don't understand all this stuff, but the basic fact remains the same. Let's go to this chart right here. We used to only be able to detect this stuff. Now we're able to detect 2 more variants on top of these, plus we're able to do some other stuff like UPDs and stuff like this. Okay, huge. Stock goes down after it. Okay, Cathie Wood, I'm not saying you should YOLO in here. I'm trying to give you the case. What I'm trying to do is give you the case on why Bionano is going to be a good investment long term. Simple as it gets. Now, talking about the earnings, talking about what we've done recently here. 24 Sapphires have been shipped in quarter 3. That's the highest in any quarter of all time. It's the best quarter we've ever had. Stock goes down 6% the next day. We get a revenue beat. We get a relatively slight, I guess you could say, revenue beat, about 500,000, and you get also a slight EPS miss because we hired another 37 employees and we had the stock options and incentivizing vesting options that we granted our new employees, which there was a fuck ton of them because there's 37 employees on the quarter. Exact same number, fun fact, as quarter 2. Okay, quarter 3, we hired 37 new employees. Quarter 2, we hired 37 new employees. You should also be learning and taking note of the fact that we just got more employees from Illumina. Okay, we just added those in. The business expansion is very clear when you just look at the business, the hirings alone of the amount of employees that we've been adding. Okay, we had the best again. Let's talk more about this quarter. We had 24 sapphires shipped at the end of quarter 3. That means remember, look at the language here. They said shipped, not installed. That means that some of these are not installed yet. How many? 1, 5, hell, it could be even 10. Probably not higher than that. Probably low chance of being 10. Probably more like in the 5 range of these not installed yet. That means 141, more like 145. And even if it's not, let's just assume I'm totally wrong and it's actually 141 like they say here. And, these are all installed somehow already, right? Not even one of them has been shipped and not installed yet. Even if that's true, 141 installed at the end of quarter 3, and you understand that we had 24 shipped during one quarter, which is quarter 3. You look at the goal of 150, we're going to beat that and we're going to blow that out of the park. Couple of reasons, right? 24 in quarter 3. Quarter 4 is historically best quarter by far for BNGO for a couple of reasons. One reason, labs budgets are higher in quarter 4. Also, that's just historically what we do. We do the best in quarter 4. So if we're going to, we already sold 24 in quarter 3, and if quarter 4 is always better than quarter 3, we're probably going to sell more than 24 sapphires. Yeah, I'd say we are. And we probably already have 145. So what if we already have 145? We probably do, or 144, whatever, even 141, whatever you want to do. We're probably adding on another 30 to 40. So you can assume 160 easily. Okay, I'm saying right now we are going to have 160 installed by the end of the year, probably 99% chance. And there's probably like a 70% chance we're going to get 170 installed by the end of the year. Okay, there's a realistic chance for 180, 190. 200 is not off the table. I'm serious. And the reason is because we got the best product in the world at greater than 500 base pair detection. We just got a huge update with the biodiscovery acquisition is gonna boost our revenue. They're profitable. Lineagen acquisition last year, that's helping. They had a great quarter last quarter. The CEO said on the webcast on the earnings call. You can look at that on the transcript. And you can fact check both in the 37 employees on the transcript of quarter 3 and quarter 2. You can fact check all the stuff I'm saying with just on the company's website, almost all of them. Okay, and ask me if you need links to something else that I'm saying. And if you're Cathie Wood or Simon Burnett and you're actually watching this, just use your connections and ask the business if I'm making shit up or if it's actually real, and they'll tell you what's up. All right, so you can tell the sales and the revenue and the proof of concept is there. And we know this because they just had the best quarter in history. And also look at it this way: quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, each quarter this year so far, revenue's increasing. Revenue's increasing, employees are increasing, the sapphires capabilities are increasing, and with the more time that goes on, we're getting closer to that Sapphire 2.0 release, and that's going to be huge. Biodiscovery is now with us, and they're going to be helping to integrate integrating the technologies and the analysis platforms that they have, and that's only going to help with Sapphire. That's only going to mean more sales, more demand, more people wanting to get their hands on the Sapphire, and that's going to mean we're going to be getting more installations, right? By the end of 2022, 300 range, 2023, 400, 2024, we're getting close to 1,000. And, by that time, we're profitable. According to this DCF, which is not taking into consideration the biodiscovery acquisition, which is going to make this way faster. And this is our base case scenario. And I would argue this is more closer to a bear case than a base case, in my opinion. But it's still a good chart. That's why we're using it. It's still a good discounted cash flow model. That's the term for it. And it is, it's pretty clear. There's only one way for the revenue to go in the future. And it's not just like, okay, we're going to go up like $1. We're going up billions of dollars in the decade outlook. Okay, look at the profitability. We're losing money here. 36. We're losing a ton of money here. Where are we going? We're going to the 1 billion range in profitability by 2030, according to this base case model, without taking into consider biodiscovery. This should speak for itself. And also, look at how many Savers we have installed at the end of 2021 here, according to this chart. 135. Are you kidding me? We already have 141, and it's not even Q4 yet. Okay, our revenue is going to be bigger than 22 million. Our revenue is going to be bigger in 47 million, likely in 2022, if we're already going to beat the estimate for 2021, 135 Savers installed at the end. Simple as it gets. Okay, so I'm not going to rant anymore. We're not going to do nano nozzle. We're not going to do much of the other stuff, but I want to say that Mark is a legend, and you should go subscribe to him. But I also want to say, if you want to know about the nano nozzle and all these other things, no, not that. If you want to know about the other stuff, the other reasons why Bionano is so good, nano nozzle playlist on the channel. Must know BNGO information. There you go. Especially this video right here. BNGO stock will go to 100 because of this. And here's your proof for all of this. You know, how can you trust a random YouTuber, random guy on the internet? Well, you probably shouldn't trust anyone on the internet, but at least for me, unlike 99% of YouTubers out there, you know my portfolio. And there you go. I'm holding BNGO. I'm holding 2,421 shares. My average price is $5.90, and I'm only going to add more if we continue dipping here. So check out Newsweek in the description. Thank you all so much. This is not financial advice. I will see you all in the next one.